Hit it. Set. Huck, go. Here we go. 30 base. Now. Got it. Leaf river. Leaf river. On the set. Hurry. Come on, set. Get it.
Well, there's no way.
Don't tell me you got the
I'm dead.
Down.
I got
10-2 soft.
GL'd. No, naded. And I had everything in the world, bro.
Ready. 6. Ready, ready.
I got naded by 2 people or 6 nades, whatever. I don't
Here we
know.
go. Here we go.
Then I got
60
just
outlaw.
focused after I got hit. Like what?
Ready,
It
ready.
is so ass.
70. Indy. 5. Ready. Hey, exit. Shoot. Here we go. Set. 15. Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Hey, Delta. Hit it. On the ready. Hey, hey, hey. Huck, go. Set, ready. 18 Gator. X3. 218 Chopper. Now.
Let's go join their party, Lila's, you know? That shit's public. Imagine.
Yeah. How many people's left?
Okay, break.
They kicked me out.
Golf,
Oh,
golf.
no.
It was
So
like
just like
12.
stay readied up or no?
No.
What? Are we gonna do it?
It's a new code each time.
Leaf river, leaf river.
Each time? That's...
Yeah.
How do you reset it? You just delete it and put a new one, or you have to do like some sort of?
Yeah, you just delete it.
Set up.
Just-
90. Hit it.
Just let me know what it is after.
Alright.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Get it.
Nah, fuck console tournament. I mean, screen, bro. That shit's ass. Nobody's gonna play because there's no console tournament
50.
announced. That's why.
Buzz. Set, go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, ready, ready.
I'm not gonna play it no more. You want the link? I'll give you the
60
link.
orange. Set, hut.
If you're not playing it, it's silly. I'm bored.
Come on, set. 30 base.
We should better get off of them.
Alpha. 5.
Nah, I'm gonna play something. I don't even know. I might go eat. I don't know.
Down. 8 read. Shoot.
So take your code out before you play a game. It won't let you ready up.
Ready. 10-2 saw. Hit it. Here we go. Here we go. Huck, go. Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Now. Here we go. Set. 60 Outlaw. Leaf River. Leaf River. 70, Indy. Alright. Set up. 15, Lonnie.
Mob. You be hitting the mob or what? Mob, don't stop. Mob.
Someone's
Be hitting
watching.
that shit, Savage? What's up, bro?
Ready, ready.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna make a video.
Hit that. Mob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Left hand first, right hand on top, and mob. Imagine. Some shit like that. I don't even know.
Ready.
Some shit like
Set up. Let's go. 95. Set. 10 Lobo.
Get headshotted, pussy. No way, bro. Get this a dog. I'm gonna go eat.
I know. Bro. Catch you later.
Later.
Here we go. 50 plant. Hit it. Come on, set. 18 Gator. Huck, go. Down. 6 now. Ready? 30 base. Leaf river. Leaf river. Here we go. Here we go. Hit. Ready, ready. Get it. Here we go. Set. 10-2 soft. Protein spill. Set, go. '60 Pittsburgh. Ready, ready. Set up. 6. Set up. Let's go now. 75. Let's go. 15. Shoot. Set. Hit it. Here we go. Huck, go. Come on, set. Now. Down. 10. Leaf river. Leaf river. we go, here we go. 18, get it. Ready, ready. 60 orange.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Now! Hey. Topper! Take go.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Ready?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, Haywood!
53's a mark. 53, check 53. Now watch one.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Look at me, zipper! Shoot!
Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Come on. You got double time. Double time. 3 down. Bang, 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 bang.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Wide, get wide.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Kill, turn
To throw on second down, Patterson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Patterson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. 70. Indy. Yo, go.
Mike 7. All right, T, let's
Beat Griffin.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, we are.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Mike 5-4. Tighten up.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They're going to look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Come on, set. Time to end it. 54, right? 54. Squeeze, double, let it go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Colts' 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 54.
2nd and 11. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Bravo! Ready?
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Returning it is Moore. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the Jets' 1st down.
Ready? 54, right? 54 is mine. 81. 54, watch 54. Rip left, rip left. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shift, shift. Shift. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam, slam. Stay on.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Past the 20. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Campbell making the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2nd and 6. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Patterson. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go. 50, plant. 61, matchbox, lights. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Patterson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin the drive with Hill. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2nd and 15. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
From the gun, Patterson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Patterson looking here for Smith downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Hey, echo.
To throw again. Patterson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Hill. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, here's Hill. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A big play there. Taking it in as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Look at me, Zipper. Hey, exit. Ready?
On first and 10, Patterson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Patterson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. First and 10 out near midfield. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Harris Campbell, 52 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point.
Up. There.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Jets 24, Colts 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-5. Mike.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Patterson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Go. Yo, go.
3, Mike. They can't hang with us. Check. 53.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll set up to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Hill. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try to.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Target.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Lucky.
Again, they run with Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the safety creek. Slam.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Harris.
On the ground.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Irvin. Fire.
From the gun on third down. Patterson. He's going to let it fly. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Looking to throw. Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Last round, top 5. Good. I'm one of the steps on my side. No, how did that dude just shoot? Only one, you got it. What's that? What's that? Oh! What? Oh! Fuck. Alright, bro. That was fun. GG's, go games. Catch you later.